Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So just in case you guys don't know, my name is Bree and I am in my first year of teaching. I'm almost done actually. We have 6 more days of school left and I teach 3rd grade in Southern California. So today I just wanted to make a quick video about what I'm doing for the end of the school year. Now, this is my first year. I'm gonna be trying this out, but just with how my kids work, I know they're gonna love it. So my kids personally love making PowerPoint presentations, or I should say they love making Google slide presentations. Now, I always love to do a presentation once a quarter. That way I can get some speaking and listening grades in. I already did this, like this is last minute, grades are done, but you can totally do this a little earlier and you can get some speaking and listening grades in too. So let me tell you what we're gonna do. So I came up with the idea of having like a 3rd grade end of year project. So the students are gonna be working on this for about 3 days, and that is more than enough time to get this done. It keeps them busy, it keeps them focused, and they love it. And I promise you, you will be able to clean around your room and get things done before the end of the school year because they'll be so busy on their Chromebook, you know, getting work done. What I kind of thought of in my head, and I've done this throughout the year for different parts of our school year, is they're going to make a 3rd grade end of year PowerPoint presentation, or I should say Google slide presentation. We use Google, we have 1-to-1 Chromebooks, and it's amazing. What I do is first, I open a Google Classroom assignment and I call it 3rd grade end of year project, and I put directions in there also, but I also give them this like graphic organizer so they can keep track of their thoughts. Once I created the assignment in Google Classroom, the students are then able to create their projects. I teach 3rd grade, they should know by now. I always have to emphasize that they are doing a Google slide. Like, we are not doing Google Docs right now. This is Google Slide. We're making a slideshow. Let me show you what I created. I literally created this in 10 minutes right now before school started. All right, here's our 3rd grade project, like outline, graphic organizer. So I just put on the directions to please make each slide according to this sheet. The more details, the better. Add pictures and backgrounds. Make sure the class can read your text. And this is due Tuesday, June 4th. Be ready. This is the due date. This is when we're gonna start presenting. And this is the 3rd to last day of school, and usually they take all day. So me personally, I have to really emphasize with my class to make sure we can read the text, because sometimes they go up there and they're just like, I can't read it. So I always tell them, if you're using a dark background, you need to highlight your text. And we went through that all in the beginning of the year with our first presentation. Our first presentation was for Halloween. It was really fun. I'm gonna do that again next year. Let's go over each slide. Slide 1, they are going to put their name and number. Easy enough. Slide number 2, they're going to tell us their favorite memory about the first day of school. So I want them, this is kind of a project for them to reflect on the year, and it's really gonna help me figure out what the kids took away, their positive experiences, and how I can make that happen again in my next classroom. Slide 2 is what I remember from the first day of school, and I'm really excited to see what they say about this. The first day of school, in my opinion, was just, you can watch my video if you'd like. Okay, slide number 3, they're going to do one of my favorite memories of 3rd grade. So in the whole year of 3rd grade, what was one of their favorite memories? Slide number 4, my favorite thing I learned in ELA. So I have that for slide 5, my favorite thing I learned in math. Slide 6, my favorite thing I learned in social studies. Slide 7, my favorite thing I learned in science. Now I wanted to break ELA, math, social study, and science up because I want to see what stuck with them. I want to see what lesson I taught stuck with them the most in all of these subject areas, because trust me, it is hard teaching all these subjects all year, all day, every day. It's hard. So I want to see what their favorite thing was. I'll see like common trends, I guess, and then I can really build on that next year. Slide number 8 is what they want to learn in 4th grade. Slide number 9, their personal goal for 4th grade. So we did a lot of goal setting before teacher parent conferences in October, and I want them to make their own personal goal for 4th grade. And that could be academic, and I'm gonna talk about this when I present this to them tomorrow. We're gonna start working on this tomorrow or Friday. No, we'll work on it tomorrow. Okay, so slide number 10. I'm so excited for this one. I am so excited to hear what they have to say. But slide number 10 says, my favorite memory with Miss Thompson. One of my favorite things about being a teacher is like, all your kids are gonna remember their teachers. I remember all of my teachers, all of them. Even in high school, I remember them. And I remember how I felt around them. And I remember their presence in my life and how their vibe read off to me. So I'm really excited to see what their favorite memory was of me with them. And I just can't wait. That's why I love teaching, is making those memories. And they're always gonna remember their third grade teacher, so I'm happy. I can't wait. Okay, slide number 11 is going to be their summertime plans. And slide number 12 is going to simply say the end and thank you. They're gonna be working on this tomorrow, Thursday. They're gonna be working on it Friday. They're gonna continue working on it Monday if they need to, but I don't imagine a lot of people need to. Tuesday is when we're gonna start presenting. Now, what is the rest of the class doing while the class presents? So when the students are done, they turn in their assignment on Google Classroom, so easy. I pull it up, and I can shine it onto my smartboard. The rest of the class is taking notes. So what I emphasize also, and this is also something you need to teach really explicitly, again, this is our 4th project, so they know how to do this, but in the beginning of the year, hot mess. You literally have to teach everything so explicit. I enlarged this, but I always have it on the sideboard so they know what to write. So all my students are gonna get like just a plain piece of paper. They know they need to put their name and number, and they're gonna take notes on each presentation. So they're gonna write number 1, the name of the person and their number, and then they're gonna write about their favorite part of their presentation. And it's something just as easy as that. And I use this for speaking and listening. Speaking for the presentation, listening with their notes. So what I do during the presentations, I sit back here and I usually have a rubric. I did not do a rubric this time because grades are due, like grades are done, so there's no point. This is more for like fun time filler. And working on technology skills. What I do is I sit back here and I listen and I time my students. I say, okay, our first presenter is whomever. Go ahead and write their name and number, because I have that first slide with their name and their number presented on the smartboard. The students take the time to write it, and I literally time them. I think timing students keeps them accountable and it keeps things moving. Time them for 1 minute. I say, okay, student number, this student's gonna go up first. I usually like maybe pull sticks or I take it from the Google presentation. So I say, okay, they're gonna go first. I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute to write their name and number. I hit timer, they're gonna go. When the person's done presenting, we clap, show our respect, and you literally have to teach this in the beginning of the year, how to sit and listen to presentations. Like, you have to teach everything. You have to assume the students do not know anything, and that is something I'm gonna do a lot better next year. A lot better. So now the student is done presenting, they have their slide up that says the end and thank you. Then I say, okay, you guys, I'm giving you 2 minutes to write down your notes. Literally 2 minutes, done. This is why it takes multiple days, and this is why it's a good end of the year project. And then once the 2 minutes is up, I get the next person up here, I give them 1 minute to write down their name and number, and we keep the ball rolling. So again, that is what I'm planning to do on my last day of last week of school, and I think it's gonna be fun. My students love it. So maybe you can try it out. Maybe you can change it up and do different information for each slide, but I really wanted it to be unique to them. I really wanted them to express their favorite things this year and what they took away, and it's giving me good information too, how to be a better teacher. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be making some classroom cleanup videos. I am a little stressed with how much I have to do. It kind of just hit me with how much I have to clean up, because I literally have to take my entire room down and take it home and move. So it's gonna be a lot of work, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you tried this out and if it works for you. Catch you guys in my next video. Thanks.